They think it's gonna be the Illuminati. They think it's gonna be some old dusty name they already know. It's not. The name hasn't been spoken yet. That's why it feels invisible. But when it drops, you won't be able to escape it. It'll be on your screens, on your lips, in headlines that feel too coordinated. These aren't just people. They're modified, altered, refined for a world that's no longer human first. You've been watching the clues and calling it vanity, calling it new trends, calling it Hollywood. But why do you think the bodies keep changing the same way? Why the faces are smoothing into something uniform? This isn't beauty, it's calibration. And while everyone's arguing left versus right, red versus blue, they're tightening the air. Money gets harder, movement gets monitored, survival becomes conditional. Not because the world is broke, but because pressure makes people obedient. And watch how the noise shifts. Watch how certain political figures burn bright, then fade. Not defeated, just replaced. Because the unifying force won't be a person. It'll be an organization. Bipartisan, global, smiling. It'll feel fake, like a show you didn't agree to be cast in. Some people will welcome them. Call them necessary, call them progress. They'll say, finally adults are in charge. They'll install councils, overseers, public and private fused into one throne. And the richest names you recognize, they won't disappear. They'll be appointed. 2 crowns, one for what you see, one for what you don't. And suddenly every conspiracy sounds less crazy and more late. Programs will roll into schools, into jobs, into your ID. Surveillance dressed as safety, technology framed as mercy, brutality softened by policy language. And it'll look like the elite surrendered overnight, but they didn't. They were always answering to something older. These watches didn't start here. They didn't start now. They've been observing since Rome, since empires learned that control works best when it feels inevitable. Their symbols will change, but the pattern won't. New money, new credentials, same eyes watching. And when you start seeing the mark everywhere, don't panic. Panic is the spell. This isn't about fear, it's about recognition. Because once you see the pattern, you stop mistaking the stage for reality. And that's when the real resistance begins.